Is a very interesting book on phonetics, and it is Phonetics for Dummies, a Wiley brand. And in this, they say learn to understand the science behind speech, grasp real world applications of phonetics, transcribe speech using International Phonetic Alphabet IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet IPA, and perform well in your phonetics course. Phonetics. So I've come to the back cover, and in that it's written, open the book and find what? The fundamentals of phonetics and phonology, how speech is produced, tips on reading a sound spectrogram, how to understand the melody of language, ways to transcribe emotion in speech, how to avoid 10 common mistakes beginner transcribers make, and practical experience transcribing vowels, consonants, and phonological processes with the online resource. So then it's written, then what is there in this book? It is this detailed guide is it's written the clear and easy way to understand the science behind speech. The detailed guide helps you comprehend the process of how speech is produced, how to transcribe speech using the International Phonetic Alphabet IPA, and how to read a strong spectrogram, and so much more. Written in plain English and accompanied by dozens of helpful illustrations and a free online resource, this is your go to guide to the fascinating world of phonetics. So, all this is there. So, in the beginning, it is start with phonetics 101, understand the basics of speech, fixed and movable articulators, and speech sound classifications. Second, meet your secret code. Find out how to use the IPA. What is IPA again? International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, to transcribe speech. Get a primer on speech acoustics. Explore the fundamental frequency of phono- phonation, harmonics, and formant frequencies. And then it says delve into practical transcribing situations. Become familiar with how to transcribe accents, dialects, children's speech, and disordered speech. All of this can be done here. And of course, written learn the real world applications of phonetics, discover the role phonetics plays in speech language, pathology, audiology, language teaching, forensics, telecommunications, acting, voice coaching, and more. Imagine we've been talking all our lives without this, barely knowing what is it all about. It is so interesting. Of course, I picked up the book. Let me see if I can learn something from here. Took it, picked it up from the library, and it's written by William F. Katz, PhD, is professor of communication sciences and disorders in the School of Behavioral Behavioral and Brain Sciences at the Universities of Texas at Dallas, where he teaches and directs research in linguistics, speech science, and language disorders. He has pioneered new treatments for speech loss after stroke, and he studies an unusual disorder known as foreign accent syndrome. Well, this seems to be very interesting. And before we go on, let me show you the ISBN number again. It is 978-1-118-50508-3. So I'll read a little from the introduction. It says, "Welcome to the world of phonetics, the few, the bold, the chosen. You're about to embark on a journey that will enable you to make sounds you never thought possible and to scribble characters in a secret language so that only fellow phoneticians can understand what you're doing. This code, the International Phonetic Alphabet, that is IPA, is a standard among phoneticians, linguists, teachers, and clinicians worldwide. Now, phonetics is a scientific study of the sounds of language. Phonetics includes how speech sounds are produced. They are in three ways: articulatory phonetics, the physical nature of the sounds themselves; acoustic phonetics, and how speech is heard by listeners, that is, linguistic phonetics. So, the information you can gain in an introductory college course on phonetics is essential if you're interested in language learning or teaching. Understanding phonetic transcription, that special code language, is critical to anyone pursuing a career in speech language pathology or audiology. So, I found this chapter 3 very interesting. It's meeting the IPA, your new secret code. So here it's written taking a closer look at the symbols, then zipping around the chart, recognizing the sounds, seeing why the IPA is better than spelling. Now, what is IPA again? It's International Phonetic Alphabet. It's a comprehensive symbol set that lets you transcribe the sounds of any language in the world. The International Phonetics Association, a group of phoneticians who meet regularly to adjust features and symbols, revise and maintains the IPA, making uh, meeting regularly to adjust features of and symbols, revise and maintains. Okay, once again, the International Phonetics Association, a group of phoneticians who meet regularly to adjust features and symbols, revising and maintaining the IPA, making sure that all world languages are covered. Many IPA symbols come from Latin characters and resemble English, such as oblique BB. So you'll probably feel fairly comfortable with them. However, other symbols may seem foreign to you, such as this, these. In this chapter, they say I'll show you how to write, understand, pronounce these IPA characters. So it's very important you go through the book. And although more alphabets are designed to represent only one language or a small set of languages, the IPA, again, International Phonetic Alphabet, represents the sounds of any of the languages in the world. An alphabet is any set of letters or symbols in which a language is written. When people speak more specifically of the alphabet, they usually refer to today's system of writing, the ABCs, that has been handed down from the ancient Near East. The word alphabet comes from the Greek letters alpha, beta, and from the Hebrew letters aleph and bet. So here on this page, we have this chart, the International Phonetic Alphabet revised in 2005. So you can see what we have here. It is a consonant, and here we have other symbols. Here we have the vowels. So all of this. So if you learn up this chart, if one learns up this chart, one will know quite a bit. Yeah, it is very interesting. Must go through this book if you're thinking of learning the English language in the proper way. Then it is very important that you go through this book. very simply written. It is Phonetics for Dummies. Great book.